everyone. Okay, 1 second here. Let me just post this on Twitter. Okay.
Morning, sir. All right, then.
Okay, 1 second. Hey everyone, how you guys doing? Okay. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Friday. It is the best day of the week today, Friday, right? What? Well, that's... He shouldn't be saying that to you, Shiny Knight. Yeah, Friday's the best day of the week. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Am I gonna pre-order GTA 6? Yeah, I'll do it. A rolling block and an elephant rifle. Yes, I am, Minion Dave. Do I know the history of Bikini Atoll? Yes, it's an area that the United States dropped atomic bombs on. They tested nuclear weapons there, that specific region. There was actually a native population that lived on Bikini Atoll. It was technically part of the United States. The U.S. moved the entire native population, actually, to a different island. I want to pre-order on PS5. What do you think GTA 6 Online will be like? I hope it's like that video that I talked about, where like you play as different roles. I don't want it to be like a grind again. I don't want stuff like that. I want it to be like, you know, you can roleplay like an actual drug dealer, a biker, you know, stuff like that. Hey, Greens, how you doing, buddy? What is my biggest fear about GTA 6? The online is going to be a massive grind, or that the single player would suck. Like, the story wouldn't be good. Like, I want a really good storyline. And GTA 5 storyline wasn't bad, but it wasn't amazing either. This is the first time since 5 streams I've gotten a notification, huh? Well, I wonder why it keeps doing that.
I enjoy it, you know? Beats life in a cell anyway.
No use praying, not today.
Oh, they're running. My day's going good, King of GK Plus. Yes, Bikini Bottom is where Bikini Atoll happened, yes. I think you might have greens. I think the plot in GTA 6 is gonna be that Jason and Lucia robbed the wrong person, like some, you know, massive organization. Things go bad and then they have to flee. Do I know about the Philippine-American War? Yes, a little bit. It's actually taking place at the exact same time as Red Dead Redemption 2, and it's actually mentioned in this game. I don't know if you know that. So in the single-player Red Dead Redemption 2, you can find newspapers that talk about the Philippine-American War, and it's what I remember what Uncle says. Uncle says, why in the goddamn hell are we in the Philippines? That's what Uncle says. And then Arthur can just reply saying, I don't know. How am I supposed to know? That's like what Arthur says. So that was, Uncle was reading a newspaper and complaining about it. But, yeah, the Philippines were a Spanish colony. During the Spanish-American War, the United States had defeated Spain, and at first the Filipinos had welcomed the Americans as liberators, and what ended up happening was the Philippines, they got a little bit more independence than they did under Spain. Like, they had more local government, but they were still pretty much a puppet of the United States. Like, they were more of a protectorate, where the United States pretty much told them everything they needed to do, and they would do it. And then there was rebellion in the Philippines, and there was a lot of rebellions in the forests, in the jungles, and they had fought for several years against the U.S. That's what I know about it. I know that during World War II, or before World War II, the United States promised the Philippines independence in 1946, I think it was, and then when Japan invaded that in 1941, late 1941 or early 1942, that's when it that got delayed. And then after the war, the United States kept their promise and gave the Philippines independence. Did I get that right, Kaminari? Beer, a shot of hard alcohol, or glass of wine? Glass of wine. Yeah, I never liked beer. What's for my next playthrough? I actually don't know. I really don't. Usually I have like a plan on the next playthrough, but I didn't really have any plans for this one next here. Oh, hunting will be in GTA 6, yes. Will I release the video of cursing out the Call of Duty hacker? Yeah, I'll make it into a short. So there was a hacker that I encountered like a couple weeks back on DMZ, and I got kind of pissed off at him. And the hacker was talking crap. I will do Spider-Man also, Blinded Eagle, but I don't have the cosplay for that. The Half-Life DLCs? Maybe, yeah, I could do that. Which DLC should I do first? Half-Life Opposing Force? Is that the one? Wait, which one's first? Or Blue Shift? Which one is? What's your tequila of choice? I don't drink tequila really ever. I only had tequila once. It was odd, and honestly, when I had tequila, I didn't really have much of a taste for it, but then I felt it in the stomach. When it goes down to your stomach, it feels different. Opposing Force, okay. At 3 minutes, deliver this target. How long are these DLCs, by the way? Are they long enough for me to put in, like, one video? Thank you, Random Fist. And thank you, Mr. Ice Rage, for the super chats. Oh yeah, the special forces are really annoying. Blue shift is shorter. Okay. What kind of outfits do the characters wear in that in those DLCs? I would have to try to recreate the outfit. Any difference in the 3 Italian accents? What 3 Italian accents are you talking about? No, I don't think Trevor is going to appear in GTA 6.
Venga ya.
Oh, so a DLC that's 9 hours long. I never heard of something like that. Wait, so you're playing as one of those HECU Marines? The guys who were going around just killing people?
Come back when you're in the market for real quality.
But aren't the HECU, aren't those guys the bad guys? I mean, they were going around just killing all witnesses at the labs.
Something you'll regret, huh? Pero qué demonios.
No, I haven't,
Por el
Kaiten.
amor de Dios.
I'll pre-order GTA 6. Do you guys want me to make a video when I pre-order GTA 6?
Carajo.
Yeah, but my question is, aren't the HECU the bad guys? So are you're playing as a villain in that one? I'm wondering if that Vice City at Dust cinematic that was released with the cover art might be the opening of trailer 3 when it releases. That's actually a good point, Princess Isabel. I didn't even think about that. It could be. It could open up like that. Yeah, could.
Suéltame, imbécil.
I would have to Google a picture of what the HECU wears again to see if I can recreate the outfit.
Por Dios, no.
I think it's this coat that my character is wearing. I should change the outfit.
Cabrón.
You can deliver the target. Go ahead.
Now there's a face I haven't seen in a while. Take a look. Let me know if you have any questions. Untie me, you piece of shit. I encourage you to look at my
Probably try
catalog
this
again
one
when you
here.
get a second. Lots more stuff in there. I'm here if you change your mind.
That's our bounty, and all is right in the world.
I did, Minion Dave.
Put them in a cell for me.
Jason and Lucia has to be hinting
Or
at
you can
trailer
trust
3.
me. It's
Thank you,
all
Blind
there.
Eagle. Do you think Ghost and Price will fight in Modern Warfare 4? No. I think it's gonna be... I think they just made it to look like they will. It could be that Ghost is, like, faking fighting Captain Price. That's what it could be. Thank you, Zach Horn. So wait, so am I playing up... which one chronologically takes place first? Opposing Force or Blue Shift? Which one should I do first? But if I do a playthrough of those games, you guys are gonna have to wait a little bit. I might do a playthrough in between because I have to get the outfits for that. So what I might do next while we're waiting for that is I might do Medal of Honor Airborne because I have the outfit already, so I might just do that next. Medal of Honor Airborne is not very long, by the way. It's very short, so it's only had like I think 5 missions in the game, so that's doing that, and then yeah, General lagged out. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what the accents actually sound like. I know there's the Northern Italian accent, Southern Italian accent, and then there's the Sicilian accent. Oh, the Half-Life DLCs all happen at the same time? Okay. I downloaded Batman Arkham Knight earlier today, and I'm having a blast. Have any tips on beating the game or anything? I've actually never played it. I've never played any Batman games, if you believe that came in. I know they've been heavily requested. Blue Shift takes place slightly before Half-Life 1. Okay. How could Ghost fight Price if Ghost is dead in the original game? Because it's a reboot. Would I rather work in a retail or a warehouse job that pays much better? Warehouse, because in warehouse I don't have to deal with customers. Yeah. Bioshock. That's on my list to do too. Is Adrian Shepard the character's name? Hold on, that you play as? Let me see if I can see a picture of what he looks like. Okay. If I can make this outfit. Okay, that's his outfit. I'm looking at it right now. Okay, he has a gas mask. He has some kind of helmet cover on. He's wearing white digital camo, tactical shirt. He's wearing a black plate carrier. He's wearing a green what is it, ammo bandolier. Okay, I think I can make this outfit. Yeah, I think I can do it. It shouldn't be too difficult. Uncharted, yeah, that is one we can do also. Barney Calhoun for Blue Shift. Let me look up what Barney looks like. Okay, hang on. Barney Calhoun. Let's see, what is he? Okay, Barney's outfit looks like it's actually going to be harder to do than Adrian's outfit. Looks like he has a blue business shirt. He's got a blue business shirt, black tie, black plate carrier, some kind of riot shield helmet. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing him in Half-Life 2. Is the outfit he wears in Half-Life 2 the same thing? Is that the same outfit, but it's in Half-Life 2? And do both of these characters know Gordon? Okay. I'll figure it out. Homefront and Homefront the Revolution. Yeah, those games, I could do those games. Yeah. I also want to... You know what game I also really want to do? Freedom Fighters. Anybody know the game Freedom Fighters? Freedom Fighters I really want to do a playthrough of that game one day, too. Oh, I'm definitely going to play Modern Warfare 4 when it comes out. Also gotta do Ace Combat 4, gotta do that one. How did that miss? Get him. Oh, it blew off his hat. You're a lucky guy. Well, you're not so lucky. Well, the reason I use Deadeye for the sniper rifle, it's actually because, I use Focus Fire, which Focus Fire highlights them, but also does more damage. So when I use that, it does more damage when I shoot them, so it usually hits them and kills them in one shot. I actually watched that game, the Australia versus the US. I did watch that game, and I actually fell asleep during it, too. I was watching on the couch earlier, and I fell asleep watching it, and then I woke up when there was like 89 minutes left, ironically. So it was like right at the end. It was like 2 or 3 minutes left of it. Yeah, I could, Caton. Signalis. I know people have requested that one, yeah. Poison the Moonshine still, okay.
Wait, what was that? No sense hiding, Tenderfoot. Come on out. Hey, you can't be here. I can see you. Who is it? Get your corpse out of here. Oh, there they are. You're about to be another dead idiota. We got you pinned, you stupid bastard. You're about to die, you son of a bitch. In the hole.
Would you look at the Getaway on PS2? It's a really good game. You would like it. Set in London, story's amazing. Movie-like cutscenes, and real cars in the game. Thank you, Cameron Crooks. I already have it. I never played it on the channel, but I do have it, Getaway game on the PS2. the Getaway game that I have on the PS2, Black Sunday or Black Monday, I think that's what it's called. I did beat it when I was a kid. I remember, like, the story in the game as you played is, like, this tactical cop in, like, some of the missions, and then, like, you went to this gym, and, like, at the gym there was, like, a shootout, and a bunch of people died. I do remember a bit of it. When do you think Rockstar will drop GTA 6 merchandise? Well, they're probably gonna have a collector's edition. The collector's edition is gonna come with the game. Thank you, Cameron Crooks and AMRM. And to answer your question, Cameron Crooks, I could play the Getaway also. Well, I'll do a playthrough of GTA 6 later this year, yeah. Do I go to bars? No. What do you think of a recipe for a turnabout? You know, the one with Furio Tigre? That case in Ace Attorney, that case, I think, has the funniest ending of any case in the entire series. Like, where it's... I remember, Phoenix, like, Phoenix says, like, you know, a fake lawyer, all lies, and then what he does is he takes the medication that the guy had, like the eye drops the guy had, and he's like, this is the bottle of poison. And then Tigre says, no, that's not the bottle of poison, this is what the bottle of poison looks like. And literally, there was a silence in the courtroom because he literally admitted that he knew what the bottle of poison looked like, and everybody was, like, in pause. Like, the judge was in pause, Phoenix was in pause, and I remember Godot, he was also in pause, and Godot is like, looking at him, and then Tigre is like, what? Why are you guys looking at me? And then Godot is like, do you realize what you just did, you idiot? That was the funniest, ending to any case in the Ace Attorney series. Oh, it was eardrops, not eye drops. Okay, so I got that wrong, but it was funny, though. Oh, the scalpers are definitely going to scalp GTA 6 merchandise. There's no doubt about that. They definitely will. Thank you, Cayman, for the super chat. I do have Polish dual citizenship, yes, for my parents. Are you interested in any fantasy RPG games? Skyrim, probably the Elder Scrolls. I play Oblivion also, and Morrowind. I played those. Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim. I played those. Yeah, but I find it weird that, like, Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 are being ported now all of a sudden. Which GTA protagonist is the most evil? Easy, Claude. When GTA 6 comes out on PC a year later, what mods will come out? And also, Red Dead Redemption 2 Collector's Edition didn't come with the game. So I don't know about GTA 6 maybe. I think they will sell the Collector's Edition with the game. But we're gonna have to see. They might not, but regardless, even if it's not, it's gonna get sold out. Thank you, Mr. Ice Rage. And mods that will come out for GTA 6, the most common mod that I can think of is vehicles. Vehicles will be added. So, like, those are typically the most common mods as players add their own vehicles. Do you think Washington was justified in executing Jean-Andre? You mean the British spy master? Yes. Yes, Washington was justified in that. The thing about it is, when it comes to Jean-Andre was the British officer that helped Benedict Arnold, you know, so it was that he was Benedict Arnold's contact, who Benedict Arnold was a traitor, who tried to sell out Washington and West Point, and he had the plans of West Point in his boots. He got caught, and he was wearing civilian clothes. Now, even the British at the time, the British were outraged about what the Americans did when they executed Jean-Andre, but the thing is, the British couldn't complain, because legally the British knew that Jean-Andre was in the wrong. So, the thing is, if you are wearing civilian clothes, or you are wearing the uniform of another army, and you get caught, you will be executed as a spy. That's what it's been like pretty much throughout all of history. You know, it was even like that in World War II. In World War II, if you were wearing, like, another country's uniform, You got caught, you would be executed. So that's what happened. Even German soldiers that wore American uniforms that did that at the Battle of the Bulge, if they got caught, they get executed on the spot. That's how it was. So it was that when Washington had Andre hanged, he didn't necessarily commit any kind of crimes. Andre knew the risks. He knew what he was doing when he was wearing a civilian clothing, and Andre knew that if he was in that same position, he would have to hang. He would have to hang an American if he was in the same position. And the same thing happened to Nathan Hale. Nathan Hale was an American spy that was actually captured by the British. He was actually ratted out by his cousin. His cousin backstabbed him, and Nathan Hale got hanged. And Nathan Hale's last words were, "My only regret is that I have only one life to give for my country." And he was one of the youngest people executed in the Revolutionary War. He was only 18 when he got killed. And when he was executed, it backfired on the British really badly, like really, really badly, because the public was just completely outraged. And so after Nathan Hale was executed, Washington couldn't let that go. When they captured like a British spy, they had to do the same thing. They had to execute him because there was Nathan Hale was shown no mercy. So Washington was really in the right to kill Andre. And the thing about Andre is Andre wasn't necessarily an evil person. He wasn't necessarily a bad person. He was actually a pretty honorable person, but he was still a spy nonetheless. He was. So he was following orders from his command, but he was still a spy. So that's what happens is, an American spy will be shown no mercy. So the exact same thing had to happen. The thing about Andre is Andre requested to be shot as an officer, but he had to be hanged as a spy because he was caught in civilian clothes. Let me see here. I would like to pre-order GTA 6, but the speeding ticket in my way, I got pulled over yesterday and I got a ticket for a $208 fine. Ugh, that's disgusting. It is. It's really bad. And I remember, something I'll tell you though. When I actually learned about tickets in school, and thank you for sponsoring my channel, Yuritsa. Thank you for sponsoring for 3 years. When I learned about tickets when I studied law enforcement in school, my teacher was a former detective, and he said that New York's traffic system is disgusting. He actually said that the traffic court, that the traffic cameras, I don't know where you are at, but in my state, New York, he said that the traffic the traffic cameras were disgusting, and he said that they were unfair. And so what my professor said, and I'll never forget his words, he said that if I get and he said it was a $300 ticket, that's what he said. He said, if I get a $300 ticket, then me and my wife can't go out to eat dinner that week. But if somebody else gets a $300 ticket, they might not be able to pay rent that month. And he was absolutely right when he said that. I never forgot that line. He said that. He's like, somebody that, gets a ticket, they might not be able to, go out to eat that week. But somebody else gets a ticket, they won't be able to make rent. And that's the thing is, the tickets punish everybody equally, regardless of what their wealth is. I know that in Switzerland, for example, in that country, Switzerland takes their ticketing system very differently. Tickets in Switzerland are actually based on your wealth. So they're based on exactly is how much money you make. So, like, a poor person is not going to be ticketed the exact same amount as, like, a rich person. So, like, if a rich person is, like, speeding, they're recklessly driving, they're doing something they're not supposed to be doing, they could get a ticket that's worth thousands of dollars. Like, it's, like, a really, really high ticket. There was actually a ticket in Switzerland that I think was worth, like, hundreds of thousands of dollars. I would have to look up the exact amount, but there was, like, some rich guy that was, like, recklessly driving, and he got, like, an insane, ticket. What pissed you off, Colorado Patrick King's Oopers? Wait, what? What are you talking about? Are you talking about the people who went in those caves, QC? Thank you for the super chat. But Yuritsa, how did this ticket happen? Was this like a camera ticket, if you mind me asking? And let me actually Google this right now. What is the most expensive ticket in Switzerland? Let's see here. Okay, so the most expensive ticket in Switzerland was $1 million. It was a guy that was yeah. He was driving a Mercedes at 180 miles per hour. Yeah, so he got $1 million ticket. That was what it was. But I'm sorry that happened to you, Yuritsa. Like, the ticketing system in America is oftentimes very disgusting. Like, yeah, I don't agree with that. Like, a $200 ticket at all, that should not be a thing. Oh, it was from a police officer. What state was this, if you mind me asking? What, $1 million for a speeding ticket? Yes, because Switzerland gives tickets based on wealth. What do you like about the GTA 6 artwork? It reminds me of Vice City. Oh, Florida. Okay. Well, I don't know what Florida's ticketing system is like, but... Early campaign access, yes, in Modern Warfare 4. And what was it for, speeding? Hi, what's up, DXRop? I heard in your country many racetracks are shut down left and right. Do you think it will increase more illegal street racing? What do you mean racetracks are shut down? That's the first time I'm hearing about that, but... The whole war was stupid, Snake. It shouldn't have happened. My day's going good, Zur. How are you? I started watching, Tulsa King. I want to finish that up first, the 3rd season. I'm on episode 4 right now, Zach. But I want to watch Blue Bloods eventually, because I know Tom Selleck is in it. Tom Selleck is great. Is that the name of the town, Yuritsa? Which story was worse, the Saints Row reboot or Black Ops 7? Ugh. Don't make me choose, I don't even know. World War I was a war between cousins, yes. What the? Oh, God. I could try Vanny. I'm gonna see what I have an outfit for so I could do it right away first. Do you think GTA 6 story will have DLC like GTA 4? No. They're gonna focus everything on the online Cameron Crooks.
What the hell?
Can't be serious.
Get this goddamn rope off me! Jesus Christ!
No, I've never trained in martial arts.
God damn it!
Yeah, GTA 6 is 5 months away. Yep, crazy, right?
You foolish bastard!
Yeah, I did loot the targets earlier. Yeah, Mass Effect Trilogy I could play too. Can you say it again, Zach?
What in the hell?
I guess I just didn't see the comment in full.
Empty-headed bastard! Oh, shucks. You foolish bastard.
All right, that thing goes in the cell over there. I'll get your money.
I passed a super chat. Let me look. Sorry if I... yeah, it was your comment, QC Suppressor, but I didn't know what you were talking about. Can you explain a little bit more? You don't have to super chat me again. I like the cover art. I like it. It makes it feel very, Vice City-like. The theme also reminded me a lot of Vice City, too, so I do like that they're not abandoning the Vice City style. The alligator one got me. Yep, it's Florida. Of course, they gotta have the alligator on the cover.
I'm gonna find you! You better pray out.
Yeah, if Black Ops 1 is like a remake, like with a new engine, I'll do a playthrough of it again. But if it's just like just a port, I'm not gonna do a playthrough of it again. Can you, well, Zach, can you post a comment explaining them again? Because I see you're asking about the characters, but I don't know what characters you're talking about right now. You mean from Blue Bloods?
Damn it! I was so damn close.
But what specifically about Colorado, QC Suppressor? But the Zach Rios videos, he was talking about rappers just wasting their money, spending so much millions of dollars in just gold chains and stuff like that. And like, I don't understand how these people I don't understand how these people get into debt and like lose all their money. These rappers, these football players, these basketball players, these actors. I don't understand it. Like literally, I never really had that much money in my life, and then I started doing pretty well on YouTube, and I was very careful with my money even then. I carefully invested all of my money. And I don't understand, like, why these guys have, like, you know, 100 times more than I'll ever have, and yet they are just so stupid with their money. I don't understand how people can just be that dumb with money. Like, you have so much money, and, like, you don't even know what you're doing with it. Is they go, oh, I gotta go to the parties every night. I gotta order an expensive limo. I gotta order, you know, the $10,000 champagne bottle. I gotta buy a $20,000 Rolex watch, and then they wonder why they broke. It's possible it is, Spring, that it's part of Gloriana. King Super? Remind me, what is that again? QC Suppressor? Equatorial Guinea is actually one of the most corrupt countries in the world. It's a very small African country, but the dictator lives such a lavish lifestyle, and people are living in shacks in that country. They're so poor. People don't know how to read and write in the country. They're starving. They're living in small shacks, and meanwhile, he's living in, like, a palace. And the thing about Equatorial Guinea has actually a lot of oil, and the dictator is banking all the oil, is not giving any of that to the people. You know, that country is like one of the most corrupt countries in the world. Thank you, Silver Haystacks, for sponsoring my channel. Thank you, man. They also pay for everything, for family and friends. They lack boundaries and financial discipline. Yeah. You know, the thing is, when somebody doesn't have a lot of money in their life, and then all of a sudden they have a lot of money, they will have, like, distant cousins that never talked to them before want to start hanging out and being their friends all of a sudden. It's primarily just for money. You know, there's a saying that we have in America, and the saying is, your true friends will be there for your best moments and your worst moments. That's it. Hey, Professional, what's up? I gotta say, I was not only impressed with the cover art for GTA 6, but even if it's not the official theme music, it's still impressive. Thank you, Mr. Nerd Guy, 0827. Yeah, I love the theme. The theme song I like much more than the cover. The cover art I actually like better than GTA 5's cover art, but the theme song I like a lot. It's very, you know, 80s themed. I like it a lot.
You delivered us our outlaw. Put him in the cell and let him sweat. Whatever it said on the poster, it's all right there for you.
Brazil already scored 2 goals against Haiti. Oh, well, mostly everyone knew that Brazil was going to win that match. Brazil's, you know, one of the best soccer teams in the world. When was that, Caton?
What in hell?
Okay, I could... Are you coming back, Brandon? Oh yeah, Cameroon. Same dictator since 1982. My god. That's ridiculous. That guy was dictator, you know, even 12 years before I was born. Can you make a greedy celebrities guilt tripping video? Yeah, I could do that on the next channel update, like talking all these greedy celebrities. I could do something like that, QC Suppressor. Dice or poker? Well, there is no liar's dice in this game.
Morning there.
I like your outfit, thank you.
Got nothing better to do?
Oh, okay, Brandon. What's my favorite game to play by Rockstar? It'll be the GTA series. You got to the wrong channel? Wait, what do you mean? Okay, Minion Dave. Zone of Enders. No, I've never played the game. How democratic is North Korea, hence the name Democratic People's Republic of Korea. Yeah. That is, and what a lot of people don't know is that in history, a lot of, crap. Then I wanted to get on my horse, not do this, but I guess I'll knock this guy out too. In history, a lot of dictatorships call themselves republics, or democratic. That's it. So a lot of times dictatorships don't even call themselves dictatorships. Like for example, when Mussolini was dictator of Italy, originally it was called the Kingdom of Italy. It wasn't called, Italy. And then after, the Mussolini got put, his puppet government was established. It was called the Italian Social Republic, but it was a dictatorship. Yeah, 50 Cent Blood in the Sand is one of the most expensive games out there. It's true. It is. The reason that, if you're wondering why dictatorships call themselves democratic and republic, even though they're dictatorships, sound nice to the world. That's pretty much why. Belarus is called the Republic of Belarus. Yeah. It is not a republic. Well, I knocked him out, patriotic, Yankee. Can you do a New York accent, please? Hey, how you doing? Hey, I'm walking here. Thank you, Bork. Comment Dr. Rastaland video react also pro. Okay. Isn't that the other one I watched? The Damien Reacts, the one you were telling me about, right? You want me to react to that one? Lukashenko does admit that he's a dictator, yes. That is true. All dictatorships are uninvited by Rhonda Lloyd. Thank you, Mario. Mario, did you get a chance to watch Recess, by the way? The video I sent you? Do you like WWE? When I was a kid, I watched wrestling. Not really anymore. I used to watch Raw. I never really watched SmackDown, but I did watch Raw. I guess it was... Raw was like that one thing... I was always so happy that Raw was on a Monday. And the reason I was so happy was because it was like, Monday was like that crappiest day of the week. It was like you did school, you were exhausted. And it's like, at least, one thing you can look forward to on Mondays was Raw. Hey, Kai Kaiser. I wasn't looking where I was going. The cops in GTA 5 are corrupt. Yeah, but, the San Andreas cops are the most corrupt. Are you aware that some celebrities make some dumb anti-gun comments or bring up how we should give up guns, meanwhile they live in reinforced fence and own private armed security? Yes, I'm fully aware of that, Dreadnought, and it's hypocritical. It is. I never liked that idea. Like, somebody that's, like, rich and a millionaire and is, like, living in, like, a gated community with armed guards and a security system is telling, like, working class people, oh, you don't have a right to own a gun. I never liked the idea of that. It's like, the way that these rich people don't have really any right to tell people they can't defend themselves. I never really liked that idea. No. It honestly just disgusts me that people can, like, talk down to people like that, saying, oh, you don't need a gun, but I need my walls and armed security guards. I need that, but you don't need a gun. Like, I never liked the way celebrities act like that. Always disgusted me a bit. Let me go to my moonshine shack. There's not an open campsite close enough to set up a camp. I know for a very fact, a very prominent gun control advocate lives in a neighborhood of armed guards, so I'm not surprised by that, Zach. Thank you for sponsoring my channel for a year and a half. Tentative criticism? Let me look this one up. I don't know if I remember this one, Bork. I'm sorry, dude. Let me look here. Tentative criticism. What are you talking about? Tentative criticism.
Any friend of your boss is a friend of mine. Your boss seems to have a knack to finding good people.
Can you explain to me what you're talking about, Bork? I'm confused right now. Tentative criticism? Do you think Trailer 3 will drop next week? It's possible it could drop with the pre-orders, but there's no proof it will. Like, there are YouTubers out there that are already saying that GTA 6 Trailer 3 is going to come out on the 25th, but there's no proof of that. It could. I'm not saying it's not going to. But Rockstar, all they said is that pre-orders are going to go live on next Thursday. They never said that it's going to, yeah. They never said that it's going to be, a trailer is going to be released on that day. Rank, own strong moonshine. Okay. He's talking about criticism video suggestion, Pro. What is tentative criticism? I don't know if I've ever heard that term before. What is that? What's the difference between that and regular criticism? Yeah, I'm patient. I'm not going crazy for the next trailer, but I don't understand why other people are. Were you awake when the art was dropped? No, I was actually asleep. And then I had a few things to do like later in that day. Like the difference between me and a lot of other YouTubers, guys, is that when info gets released, I usually cover it in the same day, but I don't cover it instantly a lot of times because I'm usually busy doing something. So I just a lot of times I'll just wait. So, like, people will say, like, oh, why did you post this later today? It's just because I didn't have time earlier in the day. What do you think about the New York City riot when the Knicks won? They were burning down school buses, said they had, like, over 60 arrests. People are idiots. Thank you, Jack does everything. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, the people were idiots. People were stupid. I don't know why, and the thing is, it's your team won, so I don't know why people would be even rioting, but people are stupid. Idiots, and they should face severe prison time for that. Have you ever considered owning an apartment building? Yes, but... So, the backstory behind that, right? I had a friend of mine who wanted to actually buy a small apartment building in the Midwest. He's one of my friends I grew up with in New York City, and he was actually looking at my state, and he was considering, like, buying, like, a small apartment building, and, like, he was thinking that, like, we buy it both together, you know, but basically as partners, and that I would manage it a little bit more because I'm in the area. But the reason I didn't end up wanting to do it was because when you're running something like that, like an apartment building, while there is potential for revenue from rent, the problem with that is that you are having people that are living so close to each other, like so right next to each other, and when you have people living that close to each other, you're gonna have people that are gonna deal with personal problems, and they're gonna have problems with their other neighbors, and they're gonna want you as the landlord to basically fix their problems. So, like, you know, there might be like two neighbors that don't like each other, that live next to each other, and are just screaming at each other constantly, and it's gonna cause like a ruckus in the whole apartment building, and then you have to deal with that stupid drama. And that's not something that I want to deal with. This is why I prefer to rent single-family homes, because at least there's distance between the neighbors, and the chance of that happening is a lot less. I mean, cool if they would have let you play poker here. Yeah. Have I been keeping up with the World Cup? I watched the American game today against, Australia, but I fell asleep during it. Do you know that Belarus is considered more authoritarian than Russia under Vladimir Putin? Maybe to a degree, but what I will say about Belarus is that Belarus is one of the few dictatorships in the world where the dictator actually admits that he's a dictator. Where almost every single other dictatorship in the world never admits that they're a dictator when they are. Do you think Marie Antoinette's an evil person? I don't know if I would use the term evil for her, but she's definitely not a good person. She was definitely a bad person. I've never heard about that, Adrian. Pre-ordering digital or physical? I'm gonna get both. So I'm gonna get the pre-order digital, but I'm also gonna get physical. Because I'm probably gonna get collector's edition.
Bonjour, patron.
My day's going good, Zer. How are you? A Russian artist who drew critical stuff of Putin was shot in Poland. Oh, and wasn't the guy arrested who did it too? Eventually I want to make like a video of like a concept idea for it, Mr. Green. What are your ideas for the criticism video, Patrick? Talking about the different types of criticism, how to handle it, how to deal with it. In Blue Bloods, Frank is PC, so his role is Don. Moore is DCPI, but fills the role of Consigliere. Detective Baker heads up Frank's detective squad at Capo, and Sid Garmley's chief department's Frank's underboss. Okay.
Well, this place.
You know, I'm gonna make this into a poll. Let me make this into a poll and ask you guys in the chat right now, about the pre-order thing. I'm really curious what the chat thinks. Hang on, let me make this into a poll right now. Engage with audience, start a poll. Okay. Oh my god, these NPCs are so annoying. I gotta... Okay, here we go. What? Witness murder? No! No, stop! Stop! It was self-defense. Lily.
Imbecile. Need a lawman over here?
Oh my god, it's self-defense. Stop! Oh my god. Oh my god.
I think maybe I overdid it a little.
Oh, God.
Dumb people. Did you not see the dude was shooting at me? How stupid are you people? You know what I'm remembering? I'm thinking of right now? I'm thinking of that ridiculous, like, meme video. You know, the one with, you know that YouTuber, I don't remember, Viva La Vida, I think the name of the YouTuber? He made, like, that video of, like, the witness system in Red Dead Redemption 2, like, a parody, where it was, like, self-defense, and then it was, like, a witness. He's like, I'm a witness, I gotta tell the law, and stuff like that. I'm literally thinking of this right now. What I think, the next April Fool's video that I think I'll make, is I think I'll make the next one, What Happened to Michael's Boat, GTA, lore explained. What's the most angry you've gotten at a game? Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. I'd have to think about it. Let me see. Did I miss a super chat? I think I did. Question Pro. What if Reznov was alive and real? Well, Reznov did survive the events of Black Ops, but about real is... I don't, like... The thing about Reznov is somebody like Reznov, if he was very popular, would be very hard for Stalin to do something about him. Because, like, for example, Zhukov was, like, a very popular general, and Stalin wanted to arrest Zhukov, but he couldn't because of Zhukov's popularity. And so that's why Stalin treaded very carefully against him. You think Graves will return in Modern Warfare 4? Oh, it's entirely possible, yeah. Okay, now let me ask this poll. Okay, can everybody here in the chat please vote in this poll? I just posted the poll. It should be appearing in chat. Let's see. Is it in chat? I think it should appear in chat. Let me know what you guys think, because I'm curious what the chat thinks. Don't vote a specific way just because I believe something. Just vote how you think. I'm not going to judge anyone. We got 49 votes, and it's like split. It's like half already. April Fool's joke. Where's the coffee and donuts? Thank you, Isaiah, for the super chat. It's like 50-50. Like, I've never seen a poll like this. I've never seen a poll where it's like 50-50 like this. Wow, it's 50-50 now. It's just insane. 80 votes, 50-50. 40-40. That means it's 40-40. Wow, that's insane. That's crazy. I've never seen a poll that even. What? Let me ask. The people who are voting that trailer 3 will be on June 25th. Like, why do you believe that? Can somebody tell me in chat? Like, what's the reasoning for that? Is it because pre-orders are going live that day? Is that the reason why? Like, you think it'll launch with pre-orders? Like, I just genuinely want to know. I'm not gonna judge anyone. I just genuinely like want to know. No, Reznov survived. He did. I know it looks like he died, but you get emails from him at the end of Black Ops 1. Well, I think the best piece of evidence is that it's the same date as the pre-orders. So I guess that's the best piece of it, best piece of evidence. But there's really no proof at the end of the day that trailer 3 will drop on the same day as pre-orders. Rockstar just said pre-orders; they never said trailer 3. So we're gonna have to wait and see. However, the investors I know are gonna get really excited. Do you guys think? Let me ask you guys. Do you guys think Take-Two stock is gonna rise even more this week coming up? Like next week coming up, because Take-Two stock jumped by like $10 when Rockstar announced the it jumped $10 right when they announced the GTA 6 cover art. Do you think it's gonna increase even more with like the pre-order date? I think it probably will, but I don't know. I missed a super chat. Hold on, who did I?
Howdy.
If I missed a super chat from someone, I'm sorry. Let me look. What do you think about the New York City riot when the Knicks won? Is that the one? I answered it. Jack does everything. Thank you for the super chat. It's like people are idiots who are rioting about it. The people that were rioting over the Knicks game should be like arrested and face severe consequences. No, I see your comment to extreme. I know the streams have been getting popular lately, more popular, so it's a little harder to read all the comments, but no, I did not go to any basketball game.
Howdy, friend.
Maybe I could do a legendary bounty again, but still not time for that. Yeah, Michael was a little bit inspired by Tony, but AJ was more AJ or I should say Jimmy was more inspired by AJ, Tony Soprano's son. Tony Soprano is based Tony Cipriani is based on Tony Soprano. I voted yes because I feel that Rockstar is trying to help Take-Two with the stock market. Huh. But thank you, Jesus. I'm holding Take-Two shares, so I am right now. So I'm hoping it goes up even more. Like I'm up with my Take-Two stock, but I want to wait longer, because I think it'll go up even more. How come whenever I look at the chat, this happens? Okay. If they do make a third trailer for GTA 6, they better include and showcase a 30-minute gameplay demo. I don't think they'll do that. They've never done a gameplay demo that long. What they'll probably do is the next trailer for GTA, here's what they'll do. GTA 6 Trailer 3, guys, I don't think that Trailer 3 is going to be like Trailer 2 or Trailer 1. I think it's going to be very different. What I think they're going to do for trailer, the next trailer is it's gonna be like those. Do you guys remember those GTA 5 trailers that were like back in the day when the game was being revealed, and they showed like switching between like Michael, Trevor, and Franklin, like that, like showing about them going about their days, stuff like that. I think that's what they're gonna do. Yeah, I know the vote is like really close to 50-50. Reboot Makarov, because I expected a lot more from him. He was worse. That was a gameplay trailer. In a way, a little bit, yeah, but it's not gonna be like a 30-minute trailer. Well, I like how they treat each other like a family, but I don't think it's like Mafia ranks is the best way to compare it, though, Zach. I'm collecting all the scrap letters for Leonora Johnson's murder in GTA 5. Do you know real reasons why she was murdered? The guy who killed her was like some director and was just crazy. He sent a letter to another director telling him about the murder, and then that director ripped up the letter and tossed it all over the state, and that's basically where the stuff came from. Thank you, Outcast, for the super chat. I feel like Reboot Makarov killing Soap was just done for the shock value, nothing more. Yeah, it was for that. I have a plan. Oh, Dutch has a plan, huh? No, I never heard about that pro-rom, man. When did this happen? Well, the U.S. did try reforming the South Vietnamese government. That's why they got rid of No Din Diem, because he was a terrible leader. But it wasn't, there were still massive amounts of corruption in the South Vietnamese government.
Can't say I like this. Untie these ropes.
Maybe to a degree. I know the guy who played as Bobby plays in it.
Crap. Get back here. Howdy.
Chocolate pudding heist should be included in the next DLC of GTA Online. That's what I imagine the Saints would be doing. The Saints would be stealing chocolate pudding in the Saints Row reboot.
You wanna die, huh?
What? What are you doing? What is this guy doing? Okay, this is weird. It's weird.
You're done.
Dude, what?
Big old heifer.
Oh shit!
I'm really so sick of these psychotic NPCs.
Jesus! Anyone! Help!
Help! After you just started shooting at us for no reason. Okay. I'm gonna deal with this situation right now.
Shit.
Okay, we'll say he accidentally fell with his hands tied. Okay, let me
Let
see
me
about
go,
the...
damn it.
The best professional's the best to chill with. Thank you, audio payload.
You will not get away with this.
The next Mafia game could be Mafia Remake, or Mafia 2 Remake, it's possible. Well, with Laszlo not playing a role in the new GTA game, we wonder what it's gonna be like. He's played a role in pretty much everyone, besides this one. Are you gonna get Modern Warfare 4, Minion Dave?
Get back here.
Laszlo calling OG Lock Oglock. Yeah, that was too. No, I never played Cyberpunk.
Shit.
I know, but there's so many of Premans. Like Premans, I know are like street gangsters or street hooligans, you could say. But there's just so many of them. Like they're in such high numbers. So I guess that's why you could say that they're a big threat. Hey Pat, congratulations on the FIFA World Cup win against Australia. I sadly didn't watch the game. Yeah, I was watching it with my dad, but I actually fell asleep on the couch. I did watch the first goal, and then when I woke up, it was like
This one'll crack.
there was like it was like at 89 minutes or so.
Hollering for mama all the way home. Good deal.
You're gonna play the new Halo CE remake when it comes out. I would love your take on the lore of that universe, as well as especially the Flood and how the Covenant works. This is gonna be the first Halo game, right? I did not play the first Halo ever, actually. I played Halo 3, and I beat that one, but I didn't even understand most of the story. I played ODST, that one I played too, but the first Halo I didn't play. So yeah, I could... When is it coming out again? And thank you, Jack Does Everything. Thank you for the super chat. Okay, let me see here. I'm gonna see about taking us to the Moonshine. I hope America wins this World Cup. Like America's done really well in the World Cup so far. Oh, by the way, you know what the craziest thing that I saw in the World Cup? I watched a few of their games, by the way. The one thing that I saw that I was just so baffled by was it was that one game Iraq versus Norway. Did anybody here watch Iraq versus Norway? Did anyone? I'm sure there's got to be at least one person who's watched it. I was watching Iraq versus Norway. I was really curious how Iraq would do because I don't think Iraq has ever been in a World Cup before. I think this was like their first time in like decades when they've been in it, and so I was really curious how they were gonna do. And Iraq scored on Norway, and it was like 1-1, and they weren't playing bad. They were playing decent. But then what happens is there was that one Iraqi player. He like lightly kicked the ball towards the goalie, and the goalie wasn't able to get the ball in time, and then that Norwegian player just ran up and just kicked it inside. Like, it was such an epic fail, and I was like, oh my god. I was like, did he just do that? Like I watched that, and I would be like, oh man, like if I was an Iraqi, I'd be pissed at my team right now. Like, that was such an avoidable, thing that happened. But like, that was such a disaster, that goal. Like, that player really messed up by kicking it towards that goalie. Like, that was such a bad decision. That was damn. Yeah, I know they won 4-1 against Iraq, but it was, or I think it was 3-1. I don't remember. I remember Norway scored more than once, but it was like there's that one goal that Norway shouldn't have had that one goal because it was such an avoidable one. But it was just. Does anyone know the scene that I'm talking about? Did anyone else watch that game here? What was the Dr. Slicer joke, bro? The one, I have a PhD in discipline and a minor in punishment in recess? Oh, that was just a reference to college. It was just a joke about college. That's what it was. I don't know, Aaron. I haven't watched much of it. Yeah, one Iraqi player let Norway score a goal. It was, yeah. Hussein was the guy's name. Ayman Hussein was the, scored his own goal. Yeah, that was just really bad. Yeah, like I feel so bad for that guy too, because everyone's gonna hate him now. essentially, not having too many spoilers of the game, Halo rings are essentially wipes of all life in the galaxy. I believe July 28th when it drops. Okay. I would have to figure it out how I'm gonna do a, outfit for that. Thank you, Jack Does Everything. I will watch it eventually. It has, like, hundreds of episodes, right, Zach? Like, Blue Bloods is a very long-running show. What was the meaning of the Slicer ending in the Recess clip? Did you watch it till the end, Arcade? I might show the rest of it on my next exclusive stream because I don't think I got claimed for it, did I? I'd have to check again, but I don't think I did get claimed for it. Did I? Let me see here. Okay. Audio, visual.
Ain't gonna lie, that's a fine old nag you got there.
Okay. I did get, It's from Disney to, Disney that was claiming it. There's other YouTube channels that have uploaded Recess, so I don't know why I got in trouble, but they didn't.
Vexing me, eh? Out of the way.
God damn! What the hell is this all about?
What did you show on stream, Pro? It was my exclusive stream, Mario. I did it the other day. I was reacting to an episode of Recess, like, the 1990s cartoon Recess. I used to watch it as a kid, and it got copyright claimed throughout the stream. Like, it was a YouTube video of Recess, and I was reacting to it, and the stream got, like, taken down, like when I was watching it through. Like, it got removed as I was, like, doing it live, and it was, it just sucked. Hey, bro, hope you're doing, good. Just got done with some Fallout 76. Oh, yeah, Fallout 76 is a great game. Jacob, do you have it on PlayStation? We can play sometime, too, if you have it. Yeah, because Disney owns the rights to Recess. James Woods was in Recess. Yeah, wasn't he the, Philium Benedict? Didn't he play Philium Benedict in Recess? It sounds like his show. The main villain in Recess School's Out, I think it was. Let's see, who are we gonna go after here? Let's do Barbella Alcazar. Have you been keeping up with the football? Yeah, I've been watching a bit of it. Yeah. America's doing really well in the World Cup. I really hope we can win it because it's in our country. If we win with the World Cup in our own country, like, literally America's gonna go crazy over that. Like, so many people are gonna be happy. And I'm not saying crazy in, like, a bad way. Like, people are gonna be cheering and stuff. You know the thing I'm so weirded out by? I'm watching so many videos of Europeans when they come to America, and they're like they're so shocked by America.
Barbarella Alcazar,
So many of that got
our
recommended
bandit
that.
queen. Sooner her bloody reign comes to an end, the better, I'd say. I'm a mite sad I ain't gonna be the one to bring her down myself. Let's see. She came over this side of the San Luis with a bunch of men. Del Lobos for the most part. And there ain't been no let up and bloodshed since. I think they're all held up at that old mine, Gaptooth Breach. Unless you're real delicate, I would expect a confrontation with this.
Yeah, but what I was
lady.
trying to say is, I don't know why so many Europeans are like so shocked by America. Like I've watched videos of like Europeans that like they're shocked that American gas stations are so big. They're shocked that like portions in America are so big, like food portions and stuff like that. Like I know about this. I know that in Europe they serve, they don't serve as bigger portions. Gas stations are just for gas. They don't really have convenience stores. I'm well aware of that, but there's like a lot of Europeans that I know were like so shocked by a lot of this stuff in America when they were here.
I rode with the great Alcazar. So noble, so fair. A true Hidalgo. But how we ever handle Our Lady, the Terror, I will never know. And if you ever tell her I said that, I'll make sure you suffer whatever. They've come for Our Lady.
You gotta be. How am I messing this up?
Stop that!
Maybe their culture is different. Oh, there's no doubt about that. European culture is definitely different than American culture. I'm not disputing that. The only thing I'm saying about it is that like so many Europeans were just shocked by like stores in America. I will say though the one thing I got a bit the one thing that Europeans like oftentimes say that confuses me the most as an American, and I don't understand it, is when Europeans are generally like shocked that there's so many like flags in America. Like literally they always say like, oh, there's so many American flags in like stores and like houses and stuff like that. And I get that people in Europe don't like hang flags and stuff like that, but I don't get why that's weird. Like the way they describe it, it sounds like it's a bad thing to have like flags around and stuff like that, but that's it's like a lot of people are very patriotic. Hanging your flag is very common in America. People do it a lot. Have I ever been to Asia? No. I've been to Europe, but I've never been to Asia.
Do you know who I am? I am la reina de los bandidos.
Yeah, there a lot of, I saw the videos. A lot of Japanese people were very impressed with our food. I did see that too. Pro, do you agree with Russia being banned from FIFA? No, not necessarily. I don't agree with that. I'm not a supporter of Russia or the Russian government, but I don't think that players should be punished for what their government does. Because the thing about that is that in FIFA, for example, there are so many dictatorships that play. Like, there are so many regimes and, like, countries that have a really horrible human rights record. They're invited. And if those countries are going to be allowed to play, then you also have to let the Russian players play. So, like, I don't think their players should be punished for what their government is doing. I don't agree with that. I don't support that. So, no, I don't think the Russian team should be banned. Okay.
A queen, do you hear me? La reina. Well, I guess we don't have far to go. You will pay.
It's considered racist to fly the England flag in England? What? Why would that be considered racist?
Either take me in or let
You could
me
just
go.
deliver the target.
Either way, you
It's
will
fine.
die for what you have done here.
Mask.
be robbing anyone. So what's up?
Okay, see here.
That is until it starts raining lead.
That's for sure.
All right then. Let's go make sure folks still keeping friendly.
Always better when they're alive. Makes it look more ethical, you see. You can
Yeah,
count
so
it,
I
or
like
you
I
can
said
trust
is
it.
I
It's
I
all
don't
there.
I don't agree with like I said, I don't agree with banning Russia from FIFA or any even sport tournaments like Olympics and stuff like that. The only time I would support banning a country from like a sports event is if that team is cheating. Because there have been incidents where Russian players, for example, have used like steroids or like performance-altering drugs. That has happened before, but hasn't happened in like some time. So like, if there's no evidence of that, the players should generally be allowed to play. So like, it's like players shouldn't be held responsible for what their government is doing. So yes, it's bad what Russia is doing, but it's not. The players shouldn't be held responsible for that. It's stupid. And if we go by that logic that like Russia is to be banned for what their government is doing and their invasion, then like the United States should have been banned from like the World Cup also for like the Iraq War, for example. That was a stupid war that should have never happened. So I don't agree with like banning a country just because of what their government is doing. Because if you went by that logic, you would have to ban like half of the teams that play in FIFA, because there is like you have so many countries that are just so many regimes, dictatorships that play in that, and they're allowed to play, and so that's the logic I'm going by. Okay. What is the worst written betrayal you've seen in a game? Like, do you mean, when you say worst betrayal, you mean like the most evil betrayal, or do you mean like a really badly written betrayal, like a betrayal that was like stupidly written? Who's that? Who are you talking about? Poker will do in a moment here, yeah. Freemen love to get involved in Toweron, which is used to be very common, and yeah, majority who involved in Toweron. What is, it's a street brawl. Oh, okay. Well, yes, Russia does have a history of cheating in sports. That is true. They have used like performance-altering drugs. Like they've given their players steroids and other stuff to like give them an unfair advantage. And then when they got drug tested, they found that. But that hasn't happened in some time. So like, if the players are not using any steroids or anything like that, they should be allowed to play. That's the way I see it. But do you know what the craziest thing that the Soviets did when it came to cheating, though, when they were still the Soviet Union? The Soviets cheated at chess. A lot of people don't know that. So when there was chess tournaments, the Soviets cheated at chess. And you're probably wondering, how the hell did they cheat at chess? What they did at chess is they did a system where the American players would play against the American players, and the Soviet players would play against the Soviet players. But the difference between it, and then what would happen is when there was only like one American player and one Soviet player left, they would fight each other in chess. What the Soviets did was they had all of their players working together, so they would purposely lose games on really fast. So like whoever was their best chess player, they would just let them win the game instantly. Like that's what they did. And then the Americans would just play regularly, like they're playing chess, and they would like think, they would use their mind, they would like spend some time, and their matches would take longer. And what would happen is the American players would get more tired. The Soviet players would just go instantly lose the match to the other player, and they would go through that. And then the Soviet player was not tired, and the American players were tired, and they did that. And the Soviets claimed, oh, it wasn't cheating, there was no conspiracy, we weren't doing it on purpose. They were doing it on purpose. It was obvious they were doing it on purpose. When the Cold War ended, and the Soviet Union collapsed, the chess coach admitted that the Soviet players were doing it on purpose, that they were literally giving up the games on purpose just so that they could get an unfair advantage over the American players. So they did that. So yes, there has been instances of cheating with Russia before, but like when it comes to like things like sports, like FIFA and stuff like that, I don't think that players should be punished for what their government is doing. The only time that players should be kicked out of a sports event is if they're cheating. That's the only time players should be kicked out of something. Like if they're doing something like taking steroids, drugs, or something like that, like the chess thing that I just talked about, then yeah. But if they're not doing any of that and they're just playing fairly, they should be allowed to play. And I don't think that like they should be responsible for what their government is doing, because I don't think that that's fair to the players. Because there are plenty of players that are not political. They just play just for their team, and it would not be fair to them to just be banned from an event because of what their government is doing. Let me see here. Continue alone. Let's do poker. Reacher? I've heard of Reacher before, Brandon, yes. That I actually don't know if Kosciuszko required an interpreter, Gunner. Bro, Europe is not one country, one country's opinion. When you say Europe finds it weird that America does some stuff, is generalizing. We're not saying, well, I'm not saying that Europe is one country, but I didn't say, I said specifically Europeans. Because in a lot of Western European countries, it's the Eastern Europe is very different than Western Europe, by the way. But like I have family that lives in Eastern Europe, and they can tell you that Western Europe is very, very different than Eastern and Western Europe are very different. But Western Europe, even though they have different cultures and languages, there are certain things that they have that are similar around. And I'm not trying to generalize, but I'm like saying, like, for example, in Western Europe, you won't really see people on average hanging like flags outside their house. So like in France, for example, you won't typically see like French people like hanging flags outside their houses. It won't really happen. Spain, the same thing too. I know in Britain it's a little bit more common where people put up like the England flags and they put up the Union Jack flag. So Britain is a little bit different in that regard, to be fair. But there are a lot of Western European countries, there are people that hang flags outside their houses, but it's not as common. Like in America, you can go into like big stores like Walmart and stuff like that, and you'll see like American flags just hanging up like it's decoration. You won't really see that in European stores. So that's basically what I was getting at when I was saying that like Europeans, when they come to America, and I'm not saying in like a negative way, I'm not, you know, saying that they're bad or anything, but like I've seen Europeans like say before, they say like, oh, it's weird that like in America, like Americans have like flags outside their houses and in stores, and I don't really think that that's weird. You know, that's just common. That's just, you know, showing, you know, patriotism towards your country. But so I apologize if you thought I was trying to generalize. I wasn't, but I was just saying that Europeans would find it weird that Americans like have a flag so common. It is something. Am I watching the World Cup? Yes, I have been. Yeah, Chase. And I heard that like the Iranian team had to leave or something. Like I'm against that too. Like, you know, let players play. Like leave the politics aside and just let people play. I'm folding. I don't got any matching cards. Do you think AI will be a big part of the story GTA 6? Not really. You have some references to AI, but it's going to be a crime-filled story mostly. Let me see. No fancy crap. Oh, thank you, Goat Studio Comics. That's what Tony Cipriani says that. I know he says that. Oh, hey, Daniel, RTSC. Oh, we got a YouTuber here. What's up, dude? Let me see. Daniel's got a YouTube channel? Let me see here. This is Daniel's first comment on the channel, or at least in streams. Let's see here. What do you do, Daniel? Like videos on like cartoons and stuff? Let me see here. And whose comment was I responding to earlier when I said that? Hang on. Superfan, do you get what I was talking about though? Like I wasn't trying to generalize it, but yes, I'm in a private session, but it's because I had to because griefers. Hyper-Rational, I've been enjoying your videos, and what videos will you be doing this year? And been enjoying your videos. Thanks. Thank you, Mitchell. Mitchell Master for the super or sponsoring my channel for half a year. My next lore video I'm gonna be doing is the non-boys lore video, and I don't know what playthrough I'm gonna do next. I might do Medal of Honor Airborne, and then I gotta do also the Half-Life DLCs. I know people have been requesting that. Do Americans still find it weird to display state flags? No. A lot of Americans display state flags, but it really depends on the place that you're in. Like, for example, in New York, where I'm from, you will almost never see, like, an American displaying the New York state flag. Like, it just doesn't happen. Like, most New Yorkers don't even know what the New York state flag looks like. I have been to a few other states. Like, I know in California, for example, Californians will have the flag more commonly. In Maine, I've been to Maine before. I've seen the Maine state flag with like a tree on it. I've seen that before in a lot of houses. I've seen Ohio. I've seen Ohio state flags in Ohio in front of houses. I've seen what is it? I've never been to Texas, but I know Texans have the Texas flag commonly. I know Alaskans also. Alaskans, while I haven't been there, Alaskans do have the Alaskan flag commonly outside their house. So it really depends on the state. Some states it's more common than others. Oh, poker's gonna be in GTA 6? Really, Rick? Really? I'm excited for that. Poker, mini golf, basketball, fishing, kayaking, and bowling. Bowling is coming back? Really? Really? Bowling is coming back? Oh, I'm so excited. Thank you, Rick, for the super chat. Hawaii's coming to have a state flag too. Okay, Montana too. Ghost of Yote, I played on lethal difficulty. That game was tough. Is, okay. Let's see, what do I got? 5 and a 2. Yeah. Do you think GTA 6 will have crossplay? Yes. I get it. I'm just saying here, despite not being that common to hang flags, we don't find it weird. Just not that common. Now, during this football soccer season, it's very common for people to hang them. Okay, super fan. But yeah, look, the way I see it, and I'll say the last thing is, I don't think that any team should be banned from a sporting event just because of their what their government is doing. So Lilies, no one should be banned from it. And like I said, if you're gonna ban, teams for that, you have to ban like half of the teams at that point. Because like, why do you make an exception for one dictatorship, but you don't make an exception for another dictatorship? Would they ever like, they'll ban, they'll ban like Russia, for example, but will they ever dare ban China? I don't think China is in this World Cup, but like, would they ever dare do that? Would FIFA ever dare tell China, oh, because of your human rights record, you guys can't play now? Like, would they ever dare do that? I don't think they would. Yes, Yakuza will be on Sunday. Can you do a playthrough of Jet Li Rise to Honor PS2? One of my favorite games from back in the day. Also, did you see Disclosure Day movie? No, I didn't see that one. But Jet Li Rise to Honor on the PS2. Huh. Yeah, we could I could look into that one. What's the story in that one? I don't think I ever played that one. 5 and 2. I'm gonna fold. I don't got any good cards here. Thank you, Steve, for the super chat. Jet Li Rise to Honor. I never heard of that one, Steve. I could play it. I'm always open to playing games I never played. Oh, these cards are really good. Okay. Oh yeah, North Korea is the worst dictatorship on the planet. So it's if you're gonna let North Korea play, you have to let everyone play. China was just an example, Anonymous. Chibiverse? I've never heard of that before, Zach. Please answer what? I hope the homeless guy that finds the diamonds in GTA 4 returns in GTA 6, since he said he wanted to move to Vice City and open a gun and liquor store. Oh, he'll definitely be in the game. He has to. Thank you, Dr. Florp, for the super chat. He definitely has to. They were setting it up in GTA 4. Mexico is under the control of the cartels, and yet they're allowed to play for some reason. Yeah, so look, this is the point, is that you have a lot of really corrupt and authoritarian governments, and they're allowed to play. So teams should not, players should not be punished for what their government is doing. So let the players play. The FIFA should not be political in any way. So like, I'm against banning any country from the FIFA. I don't have a single pair. Okay, I'm just gonna check this. Let's see what happens. Oh, I'm gonna win. I should have bet more. Yeah, I should have bet more here. Thank you, Iron Spider and Dr. Florp. Well, they get to sell the game twice. That's why they didn't delay it on PS3. But honestly, I wish that GTA 5 would have never come out on PS3. I know that might be a little controversial to say, but if it never came out on PS3, it would have been centered around only the PS4, and the map would have probably been bigger, it would have been better, and the game would have just been set up to be better, if it was just a PS4 game. But, so that was, GTA 5 is really a, it's really a PS3 game that's just been ported to the PS5 when you really think about it. I know it has like the first-person mode and stuff, but that's really what it is. Why was Fallout 3 banned in Australia? I have no idea. Might be the violence. Well, banning games is just stupid. I'm gonna bet $2 here. Let's try this here. Oh, crap. Someone could have a flush here. Yeah, someone could have a flush. This is risky. Let's try going in with this. Everyone's going in. Let's see what we got. Pair of 9s. Oh, he's got an ace. Why did he go in with the 6 and the jack? Ace high club flush. Oh my god. Are you into superhero games? If so, you should try Marvel Spider-Man sometime. I have the game. I gotta do a playthrough of it, Carter, and I gotta get like a Spider-Man outfit for that, too. There's a hateful clickbaiter in the community that's actually thought you made a post about him after he lost his monetization. He's delusional and currently swears his words and has no teeth. Who? Who are you talking about, Icefish? What channel? Hey, Daniel, RTSC. Two and a 9. Okay. I'm gonna fold. These cards aren't good. Mexico is lucky enough to host one game considering the riot that happened earlier this year because of the death of a cartel leader. Don't think we forgot. Oh, that one. I remember that. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah, the one that Mencho died. Yeah. Who are you talking about, Ice? I'm generally curious now. They renamed Morphine to MedX. Oh. Most powerful 1900s criminal organization, Sicilian Mafia. Wait, what? Operation Katana? As a beginner, if you start playing Red Dead Online as a beginner right now, you have plenty of content until GTA 6 comes out. You have, like, Moonshiner, Bounty Hunter, Trader, you know, the Red Dead Online story, too. I don't know why a government should tell us what we can and can't play. I agree with you. What is that supposed to symbolize, Aaron? Icefish is going around other content creators flaming this one content creator over being banned, but who are you talking about though? You saying this what content creator? Thank you, Operation Katana, for the super chat. But I'm genuinely confused right now. I don't know what's going on, dude. Can you explain a little bit more? You don't have to super chat me again, Operation Katana, but I'm just confused. What are you talking about? Can you explain a little more? Thank you for the super chat. Will GTA 6 have a collector's edition for pre-order? 100%, you betcha. Because GTA 6 is going to be such a well-selling game that they are definitely going to want to put a collector's edition. The amount they'll sell from that, yeah, they're definitely going to want that. That's the name of the channel? What kind of channel is that? Okay, here. Wait, so you're saying he's not telling the truth, Katana? Look at this. Full house 6s over kings. Let's see if anyone goes in with this with me now here on this. Folding. Come on, somebody. Oh, come on, somebody bet. I should have bet a little bit smaller amounts earlier. Ah, everyone's folding. Damn. Well, I don't know what's going on, Operation Katana. I'm just generally confused. I'm confused. And I'm not saying you're lying, Ice. I'm confused too. I don't know what's going on. Will you get GTA 6 physically or digitally? Both. Both. I'm gonna get it digitally because I gotta get it at midnight, because if I don't cover it, other YouTubers will at midnight. And I'll also get it physical too. Thank you, Carter Carlson, for the super chat. I'm gonna stream Yakuza on Sunday, yes. We'll do Yakuza on Sunday. Will Merryweather be in GTA 6? It's a huge possibility they could. Because they've been kicked out of San Andreas, remember that. Oh, thank you, Jakey. Will GTA 6 have a collector's edition for pre-order? I'm sorry I didn't see your super chat earlier. Yes, it will. Well, Katana, thank you for also explaining, but I'm just confused. I don't know what's going on. Everyone's telling me something different. I don't get involved in drama. I just stay away from it, guys. more dark anthology games, yeah, I'll do more of them too. Yeah. Like I say, I stay away from drama because I don't know who's telling the truth. I just stay out of this stuff, so I don't get involved in this stuff. Holding here. Well, thank you for telling me Katana and NBA. Thank you guys. But I'm gonna stay away from this stuff though. I don't talk about drama. I don't make videos about it. I don't make posts about it. So I just Oh, hey Steph, how you doing? Do you prefer Kane and Lynch or Hitman as a franchise? Hitman. As much as I like Kane and Lynch, Kane and Lynch only had 2 games. Current events: Arby's manager spitting on foods. What? What the F? What? The hell? Why was he doing that? An Arby's manager was spitting in food? Thank you, Doe, for the super chat. Patrick, you pasted? Wait, what? I wish they finished the Reddit Online story. I like the theory that Horley killed Mr. Leclerc. Also, hope GTA 6 has less IA and FIB presence since 4 and 5 had a lot. Yeah, I hope that they focus more on the criminal storyline. Thank you, Dr. Florp. And I don't mind the IA and the FIB being in the game, but I don't want them to be like characters that you interact with, more like antagonists. And thank you, Fernando. I went to the channel. There is no video about you. Well, thank you for checking that out, Fernando. So and thank you also NBA and thank you NBA for filling me in on that also, and the other dude also. What was his name also? Katana. What a weird thing. Okay, you know what? Let's see if we can get this guy to fold. See if he folds. He might fold. I might scare him here. Ah, he's going in too. I won that. You should have folded, buddy. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna leave here, because I won a good hand there. I made a profit. Oh, well, I'm not... When I say drama, I'm not referring to the channel. I'm just talking about in general. I just stay away from drama. So, like, I'm not saying in regards to that channel. Okay, I know that's what that channel is called, but, I'm just generally confused. Some people just saying some things in chat. But thank you for explaining it, NBA and Katana. And Fernando also. Let me answer a few questions before I go here. Thoughts on Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 being ported to PS4 5? Yeah, I'm gonna get them when they come out. I'm excited to play them, but it's kind of weird. Like, the game's just all of a sudden being ported now. I do think it's a little weird. Thank you, Carter, for the super chat. I've been wanting to say this. I don't think GTA 6 saw a story as good as Red Dead Redemption 2. Not even close. I think it'll definitely make up in graphics, Rockstar levels, and gameplay. Yeah. Oh, I don't think so. The Red Dead games have always been very strong on the story. I don't think that that GTA 6 is going to have a really amazing story like Red Dead Redemption 2. Now, GTA 6 is probably going to have a better storyline than GTA 5. I think that at least. But I don't think it's going to beat GTA GTA 4 or Red Dead Redemption 2.
I'm sure you'll be back.
Thank you, Jakey, for that super chat. $14 super chat. Thank you for being the largest super chat today on the stream. Thank you. Thank you, Nakey, Jakey. Thank you, dude. Thanks, man.
Come back when you're in the market for real.
Who do you think had it worse, Red or Baker? I think Red at the end, especially what happened. Bonfires, I mean, happen in America, but I mean, for some kind of occasion or something. Orange Juice doesn't have the makings of a varsity athlete. Can you make another video calling out clickbaiters? Not really, NBA, because I said everything I wanted to say on the last one. I don't want it to seem like I'm complaining about clickbaiters, because people are gonna start accusing me of milking that. So like I pretty much said everything I said in that video. If there is some stupid clickbait incident that happens again, I'll call it out. And I'll continue calling out, like, misinformation, so, like, clickbait that, like, just routinely happens, but, like, just talking about clickbait in general, not really. But as we get closer to GTA 6, I will call out clickbait, and I'll make videos, like, debunking, like, false theories and stuff like that. So, like, there's some stupid, like, if there's some stupid misinformation that starts coming out about, like, certain dates, certain things that's gonna happen, I'm gonna, like, call that out, definitely. I'll make videos on that. But, specific channels, nah, not really gonna talk about those. Yeah, so like look, if there are more like stupid leaks that come out, like the you know, like the Best Buy leak and stuff like that, if there's like stupid things like that come out, I'll definitely call that out and explain why it's not real, but I'm not just gonna upload just general videos talking about clickbait. I'll talk about specific things that come up and calling those out, but you know, I made a video talking about how YouTube can end clickbait and hope they can watch that. Okay, so I guess I'll be going here, guys. I haven't had dinner yet, so I'm kind of hungry. I'll, let me see here, yeah, Black Ops 1 and 2 could be an attempt to get the money back that they lost from Black Ops 7. Yeah, that is true. It could be.
I'm sure you'll be back.
I'll see you, Mario. Thank you, everybody, and thank you also, Katana, NBA, and Fernando for explaining that earlier. Okay, I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys. So we'll do a Yakuza stream on Sunday. So this Sunday, no GTA Online stream, but we'll do Yakuza. But we can talk about GTA 6 during that stream. We can really talk about anything. Because we did GTA stream on Wednesday. So Yakuza, we're gonna finally finish it up on Sunday. So thank you guys for watching. Fears the Fathom, I might leave that for Halloween. Phoenix. But thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys on the next one. I hope that you guys enjoyed the stream today. Take care, everyone, and have a wonderful